Hello, dear ones. Father Peter John coming to you from, well, it looks like perhaps I'm coming to you from Florida, but this is just some of the grass on the property at All Saints Orthodox Church in Bloomington, Indiana. Christ is in our midst. Listen, I just want to say a moment about the gospel reading for tomorrow. It's from Luke chapter 11, and Jesus is casting out a demon from a man who's unable to speak, and when he does so, the man begins to speak, and the crowds, they're marveling. They can't believe it, right? And then the Jewish authorities begin to speak out against Christ and say, he casts out demons by the prince of demons. And Jesus responds to them, and this is what I want to talk about briefly. He responds to them by saying, a kingdom divided against itself is set for desolation, and a house divided against itself cannot stand. So I heard these words and I just thought they were so incredibly appropriate for us, really a call to prayer, because we are preparing for Election Day coming up next week. And our country is in a real crisis right now. Talk about a nation being divided against itself. I've never seen it like this in my lifetime. I've heard that from a number of people. I think about those days and weeks following 9/11, after the Twin Towers collapsed, and we were all united as a country. Those who are old enough to remember that, they were really glorious days, being able to be united as countrymen, regardless of our race or religion or our political aspirations or beliefs. We were just Americans together. We were suffering together, and we supported one another in love. And we had differences. I remember those days fondly, and I pine for those days. We're not in those days now. So, brothers and sisters, I encourage you to pray for the unity of our country. Pray for our leaders. Pray for the president, whether you agree with him or not. Whether or not he is reelected, pray for him. Pray for our senators, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, our congressmen. Pray for our governors. Pray for our countrymen, for our neighbors, that we will rediscover the love that we've had for one another in the past, that we can have a civil discourse, disagree on things, and then at the end of the day, we can just be Americans together, united in our common nationality as Americans from everywhere else, all over the world. It's a beautiful thing about America. So let's agree together to pray for one another, to pray for those in authority that we've elected, to pray for those who are our neighbors, that we can be at peace, that we can communicate the love of God, that He has given us, the peace that surpasses all understanding, that we can communicate that, share that with our neighbors in a spirit of peace and love. Okay. God bless each and every one of you. God bless America. Christ is in our midst. He is and ever shall be.